informative speech on the origins of Easter. To many people, the true origins of Easter are unclear, and it has different values to everyone. To some, Easter is a religious holiday to remember the sacrifice of our Savior, while to others, Easter is nothing more than a photo op with the Easter Bunny. But personal beliefs aside, let's hear about the holiday's origin and its transformation. Every year, millions of people across the world gather on Easter Sunday to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. But different cultures celebrate in different ways, while some don't celebrate it at all. But regardless of how we celebrate, many of these people do not know the true origins of this day and how it has come to be a Christian holiday. When asked about it, some people might say that Easter exists because of Jesus Christ. And while that's true today, it wasn't always like that. Easter is considered a Christian holiday, but many of its symbols are completely unrelated to the adopted meaning. The Bible offers some insight into the pagan festivities, which matches up with some research done by scholars. But allaboutjesuschrist.com tells us that the origins of Easter date as far back as the times of Noah's grandson, Nimrod. For most people know that what Easter symbolizes, but where did the name itself come from? Easter, or Astarte, is one of the cultural variances for the name of the goddess of fertility. Some people say potatoes, some people say potatoes, but her name is Easter to us. This goddess was really just a regular person, sort of. Her real name was Queen Semiramis. She was the wife of Noah's grandson. According to ChristianAnswer.com, her legend began when she gave birth to an illegitimate son and claimed the son to be Nimrod reincarnated. Somehow she convinced the people of her kingdom of this folly, and the queen's claims of a supernatural conception led to her being worshipped as the goddess of fertility. Now we know who Easter was, but what does she have to do with the chocolate bunnies and eggs that we celebrate with today? The Easter bunny is thought to represent the goddess herself, not because she looked like a rabbit, but because the animal is known for its quick reproduction and is therefore thought to represent fertility. After all, only the most fertile of women could give birth to a reincarnated king. And the next thing that represents Easter to us is eggs. Eggs are also thought to represent fertility because that's where life comes from. We know most animals like baby chicks, turtles, ducks might hatch from eggs, but people of that time thought otherwise. The goddess Semiramis was supposedly born from an egg of wondrous size. After hearing a little bit about the origins of Easter, one has to ask, how did these pagan beliefs make their way into Christian traditions? Well, a very strong Christian principle is that we should share our faith and convert non-believers. It's much easier to convert from one religion to another when there is a common symbol or belief. So by adopting pagan symbols, Christians were attempting to make their religion more adoptable by pagan worshippers. In this case, Christians took some pagan traditions and symbols, like having a holiday celebrated with and symbolized by bunnies and eggs. These symbols were given a new meaning though, the same meaning that we most closely associate with the holiday today. These rabbits and eggs have come to represent the new life of Jesus Christ after his resurrection, and as the Restored Church of God states on their website, what better time to worship than in the spring after all life has been renewed. And that is how Easter has come to be celebrated as we do today. Easter, a Christian holiday, though filled with pagan symbols, has a much deeper meaning. As stated by religionstolerance.com, Easter has two dramatically different roots, pagan and Christian. These symbols and meanings of Easter have undergone a drastic change from representing a pagan goddess of fertility, which has nothing to do with God, to representing the resurrected Savior, Jesus Christ. And because Easter falls on a different date every year, I did have to check to make sure I got the date right at history.com. So I hope that everyone learned something today that they didn't know. And when Easter Sunday comes this 4th of April, let us all know what we are celebrating. After all, a celebration is not a celebration if the meaning is not known. The end.
Yeah, that's nice.
My name is Mercedes Fermin.
James Richard Potter.
Nelsie Potter.
Arielena Potter.
Victor Fermin.
Your name?
Judine.
T. Cal Harrison.
Tiffany Bird.
Victor Furman Jr.
My name is Stephanie Keith.
Hi, my name is Nicole Barbieri.
I lost track, so.
Richard Carver.